What an amazing world we live in with amazing events, stories, sometimes spooky, sometimes crazy. Join us on our journey as we uncover the most 놀랍고 때로는 섬뜩까지 이야기들 파헤쳐 봅니다. Kady in the studio. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
How are you?
Pretty good,
Yeah?
but a little tired.
Oh no. Don't
Because-
sound tired. So much energy in your voice.
I did so many interviews today.
Oh, fun.
So, I mean, it's always fun to talk to so many people, but it is exhausting.
Right. It's very difficult to keep talking. I don't know how teachers do it.
Right.
They talk all day, especially to kids. 선생님들은 어떻게 계속 매일매일 쉴 데가 없이 그냥 얘기하는 게 너무 피곤한 것 같아요.
맞아요. 그리고 선생님들은 sa실 재미있는 얘기하는 것도 아니고.
So, yeah, maybe sometimes, but it's just discipline after discipline.
Right.
Yeah, well, much respect to people out there who talk constantly. We certainly respect you because it is quite exhausting indeed. Well, hopefully you have a little bit of energy in you to go through our segment today.
Yes.
오늘의 주제는 뭘까요?
오늘 동물에 대해 좀 얘기할 건데요. 분이타는 혹시 어떤 동물 좋아해요?
I think the best will always be dog. 개, 강아지가 아무래도 최고인 것 같은 그런 마음이 있는데 there are like various animals that I think are so magnificent. Like I've seen horses before. I don't know if you've seen them up close, but you're so humbled
Oh, yeah.
because they're quite domesticated animals, but still they're so big, tall, muscular. 참 멋있는 동물인 것 같아요.
맞아요.
Because you can get quite close to them. And of course, like lions and tigers, if you go to the zoo, so majestic. But yeah, plenty of animals to talk about. And they all have different personalities and things like that. 신기해요.
Different traits, different personalities. I think also I saw on Instagram recently a guy who photographs very tiny animals, like
Oh.
little insects. But when you see them like this big,
Yeah.
they look fascinating. Like it was
creepy.
like, wow.
Like the 파리의 눈을 like 줌인 100번을 하면은 너무 희한해요.
진짜 신기해요. 진짜 와.
Or you're one of those that are like,
I'm one
oh,
of those,
interesting.
like, interesting.
I'm like, ew, disgusting! I don't want to see it.
So fascinating.
Very true. But they all have different traits. Like elephants are supposed to have like great memory. Ants
Right.
are supposed to be super, what do you call it?
strong,
Diligent.
strong actually.
Oh, really?
They can lift, I forgot how much it is, but like they can
More than their body weight,
like
of course.
way more, like 100 times their body weight or something like
It's
that.
impressive. It
Yeah.
really is. Well, let's get to it then. We're talking about animals today, but what about them?
So 오늘의 주제는 바로 세상에서 가장 신기한 동물들 탑 5입니다.
Okay. Okay. Well, interesting. 세상에서 가장 신기한, most fascinating, most interesting animals, top 5. It's very subjective, I would say.
Yes.
Is it, or is there a
I mean,
particular reason?
Honestly, I would say there are way more than 5
맞아요.
fascinating animals. Like there are so many. But I picked 5 that I think everyone would find pretty
Okay.
amazing.
그러니까요. 그 기준도 궁금하긴 하는데요. 앞서 들어가기 전에 그러면 청취자를 위한 퀴즈 한번 내보시죠.
네. 오늘 세상에서 가장 신기한 동물들 1위는 이 동물이 사람 어린 아이보다 똑똑하다는 내용을 다루고 있는데요.
와우.
이 동물은 무엇일까요? 1번 고래, 2번 강아지, 3번 앵무새, 아니면 4번 돼지. 이 중에 답이 있습니다.
Okay, I think it's safe to say that it's not number 4. I'm not sure.
But
I
they
feel
are
like
so smart.
Are they?
They are. They're actually very similar to dogs.
그래요? 몰랐어요. So I think like dolphins we've heard before.
Yeah.
Dogs as well. Certain breeds are super smart. Even parrots, like people say they're very smart. Certain birds. 돼지. For pigs, I'm not too sure. So I wouldn't put my money on that. But who knows? I could be surprised. Let us know your guesses. 샵 1013으로 보내주시길 바랍니다. The most fascinating animals in the world. 세상에서 가장 신기한 동물들 5위부터 알아보시죠.
In 2018, Dean Nicholson quit his job in Scotland to set off on a cycling tour around the globe. When he was biking through Bosnia, he noticed a little stray cat that was following him up a hill. Since the cat didn't want to leave his side, he put her on the front of his bike and immediately noticed how much she seemed to like it. It didn't take long until Dean decided to adopt the cat and name her Nala.
Aww.
During their bike rides, Nala would sit in a little basket on the handlebar or on his shoulder. They've been to more than 30 countries and traveled more than 16,000 kilometers together. By now, Nala has probably seen more of the world than most people.
Yep, that's true. Wow. 이것도 팔자가 좋은 거예요. You know, sometimes you see these animals that are stuck in like sewers and all that kind of stuff, and then certain rolling around in Rolls Royce and luxury cars,
traveling the
world. 네, 이름이 너무 귀엽네요. 라이온킹에서 나오는 날라의 이름인데요. 세계를 여행한 고양이에 대해서 알아보고 있습니다. 2018년 딘 니콜슨이라는 사람이 스코틀랜드에서 일을 그만둔 후 자전거를 타고 세계 일주를 하기로 결정을 했어요. 그래서 보스니아에서 자전거를 타고 가고 있었는데 디는 떠돌이 고양이가 자신을 따라서 언덕을 올라오고 있는 것을 봤습니다. 고양이가 자신의 곁을 떠나가기를 원하지 않은 것을 보고 디는 고양이를 들어 자신의 자전거 앞에 두고 고양이가 너무나 좋아하는 것을 볼 수 있었습니다. 그 후 디는 고양이를 입양하기로 했고 나라라는 이름을 날라라는 이름을 붙여주었고 둘이 같이 여행을 하는 동안 나라는 이제 자전거 앞에 앉거나 디의 어깨 위에 앉거나 그렇게 이동을 하면서 30개국 16,000km가 넘는 거리를 돌아다니며 여행을 했는데요. 지금쯤이면 이 날라는 대부분의 사람들보다 훨씬 더 많은 나라를 여행했을 것 같은데요. 지금 사진을 보니까 너무 귀엽네요.
진짜
좋겠다.
완전 사랑스러워요.
그러니까 너무 낭만적인데요. 딘 타투 문신 있고 완전 터프가인데.
맞아요.
And then he's got his little cat.
Yeah.
So cute.
Aww.
So cute. Obviously, this is probably super big on social media as well.
Yes. So they've actually become really big social media sensations. They have 800,000 followers on Instagram and 150,000 subscribers on YouTube.
그러니까요.
So yeah, that's how they finance their travels now.
I bet. 이것도 큰 운인데요. 뭐 인스타그램에서 이제 80만 팔로워도 있고 유튜브에서는 15만 구독자를 보유하고 있으니까 뭐 돈 걱정은 뭐 그렇게 큰 건 아닌 것 같아요.
맞아요.
포스트하면서 영상 올리면서 또 많은 사랑을 받을 수 있을 것 같은데 I don't know. I mean, looking at the photo, it does seem like a big cat as well. 작은 키튼도 아니고 it's quite big, so to say. So, what do you think his lifestyle changed?
He said that his lifestyle actually changed a lot because now her needs, like Nala's needs, always come first. So he said that at first when he started out, he just tried to, he set a goal. He was like, let's go to, I don't know, this or that city. And he would like rush there, go as fast as possible.
Wow.
But now that he has Nala, it definitely slowed him down. And he has started to enjoy life and enjoy his trip more. So, like, they make many stops and they play a lot. And especially when they see a forest or a beach, they would get off the bike and just run around and play.
연애하고 있네요.
진짜. 커플 같아요.
이제 인생의 여유를 즐길 수 있다고 하는데요. 이제 혼자서보다는 딘님은 이제 천천히 그렇게 슬로우 라이프를 즐기면서 그렇게 가르침을 주었다고 해요. 이 고양이가. 그래서 항상 날라의 요구를 먼저 챙긴다고 하고 그리고 많은 곳에서 멈추면서 스탑을 해야 되잖아요. 무조건 달리면 또 여행 같지 않은 여행을 하잖아요. 그러면서 모든 장소를 즐기고 한다고 합니다. 특히 나무와 해변에서 노는 것을 좋아한다고 하니까요. 나무 밑에 enjoy the shade.
Yeah.
Enjoy the beach.
And they've also been on boats together. They've been on cable cars. Like, they've done so much stuff.
I wonder if it's more difficult to travel with a pet, at the same time. Like, 그래도 companion, 반려이긴 하긴 하지만 I'm sure there are places that don't allow pets or things like that.
맞아요. 그래서 진짜 일탄인 것 같아요. So he also said that when he wanted to travel to, I don't remember what it was, like some country in the Middle East, they didn't allow cats in the hotels.
Oh, okay.
So then he just canceled his entire trip because he was like, wherever I go,
the cat goes.
The cat goes. And if
Loyalty.
the cat can't go, then we'll just go somewhere else.
I wonder if the cat also has that loyalty as well.
Apparently. And the two of them have also helped a lot of other animals.
Oh, 그래요?
And the cat, helps with everything. She's always there. So, for example, in Siberia, they rescued an injured dog.
Oh, both of them together?
Together. So the dog was in a very bad condition and only had 10% chance of recovering.
Okay.
But they paid for the surgery. They took him to rehabilitation. And the cat was always there, right next to the dog and helped with everything.
Yeah.
And he actually recovered.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Companion for humans and for
So
other
wholesome.
pets. As well. Yeah, 그러니까요. 여행을 다니면서 다른 동물들에게도 많은 도움을 줬다고 하는데요. 예를 들면 이제 올해 시베리아에서 다친 강아지를 도와주면서 강아지 수술과 회복에 필요한 비용 또한 다 지불을 했다고 합니다. 그리고 그 옆에 항상 그 고양이가 강아지 옆에 있으면서 이제 헬프를 주고 heart to heart를 주고 스킨십을 주고. And cats and dogs are known to be enemies.
But they can be great friends.
They're defying all odds together. Look at that. 오이는 세계를 여행한 고양이에 대해서 알아봤습니다. All right, the cat, that number 5, traveling the world with her one and only Dean. Well, let's take a quick song break. Song break 아니고. Let's take a look at number 4. 4위는 또 어떤 사연이 될지 궁금합니다.
Jonathan is a Seychelles giant tortoise that hatched in 1832. He's now 190 years old, which makes him the oldest land animal alive. Whoa. In 1882, at the age of 50, he was brought to an island called St. Helena and has lived on the grounds of the governor's residence ever since. While Jonathan is blind from cataracts and has lost his sense of smell, he has retained excellent hearing. He spends all of his time with his two best mates, Emily and Frederick. And when Frederick got sick, Jonathan did not leave his side until he was healed. So he was there during the entire treatment process. But on regular days, Jonathan enjoys to eat, sleep, sunbathe, and mate.
And mate?
Yes! Despite his age, he's having a lot of fun there.
190 years old. Won't slow him down. 세상에서 가장 나이가 많은 육지 동물인데요. So, 조나단은 1832년에 태어난 Seychelles, what do you call this?
Seychelles giant tortoise.
Giant tortoise 하는 코끼리 거북이입니다. Is that what we call it in Korean? 코끼리 거북이? I didn't know that.
귀엽네요.
Yeah, a tortoise indeed. So, 현재 190세이며 이는 살아있는 육지 동물 중 가장 많은 나이 있다고 합니다. 조나단이다. It's such an interesting name to have as a turtle, as a tortoise. 조나단은 50살에 세인트 헬레나라는 섬에 들여와 지역 총독의 집에서 지금까지 살아 있습니다. 지금은 백내장으로 눈이 보이지도 않고 냄새도 맡을 수는 없지만 듣는 능력은 아직까지도 매우 훌륭하다고 합니다. 이제 조나단은 자신의 거북이인 친구들 에밀리와 프레드릭과 항상 같이 시간을 보내는데요. 프레드릭이 아팠을 때 조나단은 프레드릭을 치료하는 과정 내내 그의 곁을 떠나지 않았고 평소 조나단은 먹고 자고 햇볕에 쬐고 친구들과 노는 것을 좋아한다고 합니다.
이거 좀 다르게 번역됐네요.
What would you call that? Is that 짝짓기? Is that mating? Yeah. 190세의 코끼리 거북이가 짝짓기를 좋아한다는 것을 볼 수 있습니다.
뭐 그거 항상 좋죠.
어떤 나이든. I guess so. Well, it's interesting. So 거북이, or I should say the 코끼리 거북이, these tortoises have such a long lifespan.
Yeah, it's incredible.
There you go. 피디님께서 사람이나 짐승이나 라고. I don't know. 사람이 190살이면은 과연 그렇게 활발할 수 있을지. I'm not sure, but
maybe
knows?
you have to be this like
That's true.
active and full of energy.
노력이죠.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look. I mean, it would have been a huge celebration. I mean, 190 years old.
Right, so he turned 190 in December of last year. So
Okay.
this year he's turning 191.
191?
And for his birthday, he got a huge cake made entirely of his favorite foods, which are bananas, cabbage, carrots, and apples.
Look at that. I
Very
think
healthy.
he might outlive his owner, the governor. I mean, he's
He
longer.
already outlived, I think, 6 governors.
Really?
Yeah, from what I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
인생 선배네요, 진짜. That's incredible.
맞아요.
I mean, there's got to be other animals or tortoises that have outlived this because I do know that apparently these types of, I don't want to call them reptiles. Are they reptiles? These creatures, they just keep growing. If there's good conditions, if there's good oxygen, they just keep growing.
Yeah, so there have been others as well. I mean, Jonathan is the oldest right now. But there has been another one. His name was Adwaita.
Okay.
And he was a male Aldabra giant tortoise who lived in India. And he reached the longest lifespan ever measured. He was born in 1759 and he lived until 2006. So that means he lived to be 255 years old.
I would like to see his brain footage. I just want to see what types of things he's seen in the past 225 years.
I mean, if you think about it, even Jonathan, like all the things. So if you think about it, the first picture that was ever taken was after he was born. So he experienced the first photograph, two world wars.
2 World Wars, that's what I was going to say.
All kinds of things.
He survived 몇십 개의 전쟁을 살아남고. And too bad we can't talk to him because what stories would he have to tell? So some sea animals apparently have even longer lifespans.
Exactly. So there are some Greenland sharks that can live for up to 400 years.
Whoa.
Which is incredible. And then there are also some clams, like ocean quahog clams, they're called. And they can even live up to 500 years. So there was one that was found, they even named it, what was it? Like Mina or something? It sounded Korean.
But a 조개, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So 어떤 그린랜드에서 상어가 발견됐는데 40년까지 살 수 있었고 400년까지 살았고 바다 대왕 조개. I mean, you don't really think that 조개s are quite 훌륭해.
Yeah, right.
You don't really think much of these clams.
Like the insects of the sea.
Right. 근데 이 대왕 조개는 500년 이상도 살 수 있다고 하니까요. 얼마나 대단해요. So apparently, once again, 에드와타르라는 이름, 알디브라, 코끼리 거북이, 인도에서 살았는데요. 기록상 가장 긴 수명을 가진 생물이었는데 이 에드와타는 1759년에 태어나서 2006년까지 살았는데요. 계산해 보면은 225살까지 산 셈입니다. That's incredible.
Yeah, that's crazy.
225 years, unfortunately died, in 2006. But who knows? Jonathan going strong at 190.
Right.
Who knows how much longer he'll live. We're rooting for you, Jonathan. Keep playing the game and hopefully get that blood circulation.
Keep it up.
Keep it up. 4위는 세상에서 가장 나이가 많은 육지 동물에 대해서 알아봤습니다. Let's take a look at number 3. 3위는 과연 뭘까요?
Coco was a female gorilla who was born in 1971 in San Francisco Zoo. Her caregiver, Penny, started teaching her sign language as a part of a research project. This 4-year-long project turned into a lifelong commitment. Over the next 46 years, Penny taught Coco more than 1,000 signs, which she actively used to communicate. Coco was able to understand 2,000 words of spoken English, and she raised a little orphan kitten, grieved when her kitten died in a car accident, actively communicated her thoughts and feelings to her caregivers, and even taught sign language to another gorilla.
Whoa.
More than anything, Coco granted humanity access to an intelligence very different from our own.
맞아요. 이거 들어봤어요.
들어봤죠?
Yeah.
이거 유명해요.
Right. 1971년 샌프란시스코 동물원에서 태어난 암컷 고릴라인데요. 그녀의 사육사 페니 연구 프로젝트로 일환으로 이제 코코에게 수어를 가르쳤는데요. 처음에는 4년 정도 계획을 했는데 이 프로젝트는 너무 잘하니까 평생 가는 노력이 되었다고 합니다. 이렇게 해서 46년 동안 페니는 코코에게 1,000개가 넘는 수어를 가르쳐줬고 이를 통해서 서로 소통을 하게 됩니다. 이제 코코는 2,000개가 넘는 영어 단어들을 알 수 있는데 코코는 어미를 잃은 작은 새끼 고양이를 키웠고 고양이가 차 사고로 죽었을 때 슬퍼했고 사육사의 수어를 자신의 감정과 생각을 공유하고 그리고 심지어 다른 고릴라에게도 수어를 가르쳐줬다고 합니다. 무엇보다 이 코코는 인간 외에 다른 생물에게도 지식이 있다는 기능성, 그런 가능성을 열어줬다는 아주 신기한 사연이죠. Coco the gorilla. Is she still alive?
No, unfortunately not anymore.
최근에 죽었나요?
네, 몇 년밖에 안 됐어요.
Yeah, I remember. 피디님께서 방송 많이 탄 고릴라죠. 셀럽 고릴라라고 하는데 super famous
Yeah.
all around the world. So let's take a look. Just talking about sign language first. What were like the first words?
So the first words she learned were food, drink, and more.
중요하죠.
The most important ones.
음식,
Yeah.
음료, 더 줘. 그런 식으로 먼저 배운 거죠. 처음에 if you have babies as well, lots of people teach their babies, their infants, sign language. And these are the first ones. Do you want milk? Do you want a drink? Water? More? Yes? No? 그런 걸 먼저 가르쳐 준대요. Because it's more useful to, or I guess it's more easier for the kids to use their hands and fingers before they speak.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
It's quite interesting, sign language. Enough for a gorilla to learn it.
Right. So Coco really knew a lot of words. She did not, she never got a grasp on grammar or syntax.
Who does?
I know, right?
문법은 조금 어려울 수 있지만.
네, 그쵸. But she was able to express really complex ideas like sadness when watching a sad movie or her desire to have a baby.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
슬픈 영화를 보면은 그럴 때 느끼는 슬픔, 그런 감정들도 사실 있다는 것도 신기하기도 하고 그런 거를 표현하는 것까지. Coco the Great. 와, 어떻게 그래요?
그러니까요.
또 심지어 코코의 사육사, or I should say, what would you call it? 애기를 낳고 싶은 그런 마음까지도 표현하다고 합니다.
Right. And her caretakers also have reported her signing about objects that weren't in the room or recalling memories and putting them into words and even commenting on language itself.
How intelligent are these animals that we don't even know about? That's so incredible. 이렇게 코코가 수어를 배울 수 있는 거를 보니까 그러니까 and you're thinking about all the other possibilities. You know, you've seen dogs communicating with buttons and things like that.
Right.
오늘 너무 신기한 것 같아요.
그쵸.
Yeah. 이제 Coco, it's incredible that she said that she wanted a baby. I mean, that's like a human.
Yeah.
인간과 너무 비슷하지 않나요?
맞아요. 진짜 비슷해요.
I never knew animals want to have a baby.
Yeah.
Because I think like, you know, Jonathan, the tortoise, I'm not sure if he's mating just to mate or if it's just his season. You know, animals instinctually have a mating period. 근데 이 동물 같은 경우에는 purpose가 있는 거잖아요.
Right.
짝짓기를 하면은 애를 낳고 싶어서
Yeah.
짝짓기를 하는 게 너무 신기해요.
Yeah, she really wanted to raise a baby, and that's also why she wanted to raise kittens. And then she
Oh,
got some, and she
어떡해.
really treated them with so much care and love. Like, when you look at the videos, it's incredible.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, she never had a baby.
그러니까.
That's very sad.
안타깝게도 그렇게 아이를 안 낳지만 she did foster many other animals, like you said.
And she also lived with
A lot of other animals.
a lot of other animals.
All right, well, we are running out of time, but stick with us. We're continuing on the most fascinating animals coming up in just a bit. What an amazing world we live in. And in this amazing world are such amazing creatures as well. Taking a look at the most fascinating animals around the world. Top 5. We have our one and only guest, Kady, in the studio. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
All right. Favorite animal. What would you say? Now, you like all the weird ones too. So I
I
assume this is
love
a difficult question.
All animals. I couldn't pick one. Like,
What is the... Okay, then. What is your least favorite? Maybe that's a better question.
I don't even have a least favorite.
Come on.
Really?
You're not scared of any?
No.
No snakes?
Nope.
Spiders? Cat centipedes? 진짜요?
어.
다 좋아요?
그냥 다 너무 신기해요.
G.
쥐 키워봤어요.
No, get out of
너무
here.
귀여워요.
No way. G 키워봤어요?
진짜 귀여워요.
Wait, a rat or a mouse?
It was a mouse, and actually one that our cat caught
Okay.
and brought home.
Oh, no.
But it was still alive, but very hurt, so we
치료했어요?
치료해주고
wow.
병원에 데려다주고.
Oh my gosh.
But it became a handicapped mouse, so it couldn't walk properly, so we couldn't put it back outside. So we just got 3 more mice and
Called it a day?
And yeah, raised them at home.
As pets? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Because you can't raise a mouse by itself. They always need friends. They are very social animals.
Are they?
If they're alone, they die because they get so sad.
몰랐네요.
And they're really, really loving and cute.
Things only an animal lover would know, such as Kate. Was then your whole family is like this?
Yeah.
Wow, Snow White네요, 진짜. Oh my gosh. The mouse whisperer, Katie's in the studio. 피디님 뱀이라고 하시는데 뱀도 좋다며요.
네, 좋아요.
어떡해.
완전 신기하잖아요.
삼킬 수 있잖아요. 잡아먹을 수 있잖아요.
저는 되게 크니까 어려울 것 같아요.
Okay. Well, in any case, we're taking a look at the world's fascinating, most incredible animals. 5위부터 알아봤는데요. 5위는 세계를 여행한 고양이에 대해서 알아봤고 4위는 세상에서 가장 나이가 많은 육지 동물, 바로 코끼리 거북인 조나단에 대해서 알아봤고요. 3위는 수화를 할 줄 아는 고릴라 코코에 대해서 알아봤습니다. One more time, let's give our quiz once again.
오늘 세상에서 가장 신기한 동물들 1위는 이 동물이 사람 어린 아이보다 똑똑하다는 내용을 다루고 있는데요. 이 동물은 무엇일까요? 1번 고래, 2번 강아지, 3번 앵무새, 4번 돼지. 이 중에 답이 있습니다.
Let us know the world's most fascinating animals in the world. Number 1 is an animal where research claims that is smarter than a young person. What can this animal be? Is it number 1, a dolphin, number 2, a dog, number 3, a parrot, or number 4, a pig? Let us know. 샵 1013으로 문자 보내주시길 바랍니다. Well, let's get to it. Number 2, 2위는 과연 뭘까요?
This year, the title of the world's ugliest dog went to a 7-year-old Chinese crested dog named Scooter. He has deformed hind legs, is almost bald except for a few white wispy hairs, and his long tongue droops out from the side of his mouth. When Scooter was a little puppy, his breeder intended to kill him because of his deformities. But a volunteer from a rescue group saved his life. Linda, who later adopted Scooter, says that her little dog has shown everyone the true meaning of resilience and determination. While he might look different from other dogs, he can do what most other dogs can't: walk while balancing on his 2 front legs. Thanks to a fundraiser, however, Scooter now also has a little cart with 2 wheels that can be strapped to his body and allows him to run and play with the other dogs.
How cute. 귀엽네요. 못생기면서도 귀엽네요. 세상에서 가장 못생긴 개가 바로 이 사진에 나왔던 스쿠터인데요. 올해 세상에서 가장 못생긴 개는 7살 된 스쿠터라는 이름의 차이니즈 크레스트라는 종의 개가 차지했습니다. 일단은 이런 컴피티션이 있는 것 자체도 신기하기도 하는데요. 매년 이런 대회가 있다고 합니다. Anyways, 올해 스쿠터가 이겼는데요. 기형의 뒷다리와 거의 남지 않은 흰머리를 제외하고는 대머리였고, 긴 혀는 입의 옆에 이제 흘러내리는 모습을 볼 수 있습니다. 이제 스쿠터가 아직 어린 강아지였을 때 그를 키워준 주인이 스쿠터가 가진 장애로 인해 스쿠터를 죽이려고 했으나 동물 구조대의 봉사자들이 스쿠터를 구했습니다. 나중에 스쿠터를 입양한 린다는 이 개가 모두에게 강인한 회복 달력성과 투지의 진정한 뜻을 보여주었다고 말했는데요. 스쿠터가 다른 개에 비해서 다른 모습을 가지고 있지만 다른 개들이 할 수 없는 일들도 해낼 수 있는데요. 예를 들어서 2 개의 앞다리로 중심, 이런 밸런스를 잡으며 걷는 것이 한 예이고요. 이제 펀드레이저의 도움 덕에 스쿠터는 이제 몸에 맬 수 있는 그런 카트, 보셨는지 잘 모르겠지만 사진으로 이런 카트를 선물 받아 다른 개들과 함께 뛰어놀 수 있었다고 합니다. Look how cute he is. 약간 무섭게도 생기긴 했지만
근데 보통 약간 못생긴 동물들 가장 귀엽잖아요.
Yeah, that's so true. It's the ugliest ones are the cutest ones too, and full of character. But what a cute dog indeed. Well, let's get to this little Scooter story. So, what's wrong with him?
So his rear legs, his hind legs are deformed and they actually face backwards.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was he was born like that?
He was born that way. So that's why when he was a baby, like a little puppy, his breeder wanted to kill him because he was like, I can't sell this dog.
Sure.
But then luckily they rescued him and he's such a happy dog. Like he loves everyone. He's full of confidence. He enjoys playing in the park.
Oh,
and he loves other dogs.
He's social. 완전 이네요.
Yeah.
스쿠터의 뒷다리가 기형의 형태이며 앞이 아닌 뒤를 향해 자라났다고 합니다. 그래서 주인이 이를 어째 하면서 죽여야 되나 했는데 또 바로 구해낸 사람들도 있어가지고 다행히도 스쿠터가 지금 살면서 가장 못생긴 개 상 타는 것까지도 해냈는데요. 아주 소셜하고 아주 행복한 인생을 살고 있는 것 같아요. Yeah, super happy, loves everyone, as you said. 모든 사람들 다 사랑하며 좋아하며 자신감이 있는 걸 보면은 진짜 신기한 것 같아요. Because again, every dog has such a personality, individual personality. 근데 이것도 약간 주인 닮는 것도 있는 것 같아요.
맞아요.
So it depends on what kind of owner that you get. 우리 강아지, 옛날에 키웠던 강아지는 진짜 우리랑 딱 맞았거든요. 내형적인 didn't like other people, didn't like other dogs. 그렇다고 막 바이트하고 짖고 막 그렇지는 않았지만 just love to stay home. Just sunbathe, you know.
Like a chill dog.
Yeah, and then he would sing. 노래까지도 해요. It's just such a cute dog. Oh, I miss my dog. But in any case, let's know more about this contest. 이 대회에 대해서 좀 궁금한데요.
Yeah, so this contest has been taking place for nearly 50 years now. And it's actually not about mockery. So it's not about like making fun of these dogs, but it's about celebrating the imperfections that make all dogs special and unique while also advocating for adoption.
Yeah.
And showing people that every dog is lovable. Like every animal is unique in their own ways.
Kady getting super emotional.
Yeah. No, but that's so true. Like they all have a pure heart.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I mean, who else greets you every time you walk in the door? You know, who else greets you, wags their tail, even if you discipline them and scold them and yell at them and all those things, but they're just so loyal to you. Gotta love dogs.
Yeah.
그래서 이 못생긴 개 콘테스트, 강아지 콘테스트는 50년 가까이 역사가 있다고 하는데 이 대회는 누군가를 뭐 놀리고자 하는 것은 아닌데요. 이제 불완전함이라고 하죠. imperfection. 지금 모든 개들을 특별하고 유일하게 만든다. 이런 마음으로 기념을 하고 입양을 권장하기 위해서 이루어진 대회라고 하는데요. 너무나 귀여운 스쿠터에 대해서 알아봤습니다. 이렇게 해서 2위는 세상에서 가장 못생긴 강아지에 대해서 알아봤는데요. 과연 1위는 과연 무엇일까요? One more time. Let's give them the quiz once again.
Yes, 오늘 세상에서 가장 신기한 동물들 1위는 이 동물이 사람 어린아이보다 똑똑하다는 내용을 다루고 있는데요. 이 동물은 무엇일까요? 1번 고래, 2번 강아지, 3번 앵무새, 아니면 4번 돼지.
Let us know, sharp 1013. What is the most fascinating animal in the world to be known to be smarter than a young human? Is it number 1, a dolphin? Is it number 2, a dog? 3, a parrot? Or number 4, a pig? Let us know once again. In the meantime, here's the Baha Men who let the dogs out. Whatever happened to them? One-hit wonder, the Baha Men who let the dogs out. We're taking a look at the most fascinating animals around the world. Once again, going back at number 5, 5위에는 뭐였죠? 5위는
The cat who travels the world. 세상을 여행한 고양이.
That's right. And number 4.
Number 4, the world's oldest living land animal. 세상에서 가장 나이가 많은 육지 동물.
And number 3.
The gorilla who spoke sign language.
And number 2.
And number 2 was the world's ugliest, 가장 못생긴 강아지.
Well, taking a look, some people are making their guesses for our quiz.
Ooh.
The number 1 ranked most fascinating animal is an animal that is supposedly smarter than a young human. Some people might be guessing in 5911님 돌고래를 찝어봤고요. 9869 4번 돼지.
See?
Yeah.
See?
Who knows? 아직 모르는데요. Let's take a look. Finally, 1위 살펴보시죠.
Alex the gray parrot was born in 1976. His caregiver, Irene Pepperberg, bought him at a pet shop and began teaching him words as part of a language experiment. While it was well known that parrots could repeat words that they were told, Alex proved that he actually understood the meaning of what he was saying. Among other things, he could ask and answer questions, count, differentiate and compare objects, colors, and textures, and communicate what he wanted and felt. Research indicated that Alex was in many ways smarter than a 5-year-old human child.
Wow, and there you have it. The answer is 앵무새, a parrot named Alex. Alex란 1976년 태어난 회색 앵무새인데요. 그리고 입양한 아이린 페퍼버그는 펫샵에서 알렉스를 구매해 언어 실험의 일환으로 단어를 가르치기 시작했습니다. 이제 앵무새가 들은 단어를 따라할 수 있다는 것은 새로운 일은 아니지만 알렉스는 자신이 단어를 실제로 이해할 수 있다는 것을 증명해냈습니다. 할 수 있는 일이 많았지만 질문을 하고 답변도 하고 숫자를 세고 다른 물건, 색깔, 질감을 비교할 수도 있었고 그의 감정 또한 표현할 수 있고 소통도 가능했다고 합니다. 연구는 알렉스가 여러 방면으로 5살의 인간보다 더 똑똑하다고 말해 주었습니다. Smarter than a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
There you go. A parrot indeed. Well, okay, 1976. It's quite old then now, no?
Yeah, unfortunately, he unexpectedly died at the age of 31.
Oh, no.
Actually, the average lifespan for a gray parrot is 45 years.
Oh.
So he was still pretty young.
31살. 예상치 않게 죽었는데요. 보면은 이 회색 앵무새 평균 수명은 45세이긴 합니다. 그러면 알렉스의 주인 너무나 슬퍼했겠네요, 진짜.
Yeah, so she was devastating because to her it felt like losing a child, like a son.
Did she have the parrot for 31 years?
Yeah.
31년 동안 같이 살아왔으면
Yeah,
진짜.
and 진짜 매일매일 같이 소통하고 같이 일하고.
Oh my gosh, how terrible.
Yeah, so she also said that since he was still so young, he hadn't even reached his full potential yet.
Yeah.
Like that was also very sad. And then of course just losing such a
friend.
like a family member.
Yeah, sure.
But it was really incredible what Alex could do. So for example, he could answer questions like, what is this object called? Or what, like they had, for example, different blocks or keys and all kinds of objects. So they could ask him, what is this block made of? And he would say, metal or paper.
진짜?
Yeah.
What?
And then they
How does
could
it
also ask
know?
him, which block is bigger? And he would answer, oh, the blue block. And then they also had this insane experiment where they put all kinds of objects on a plate, like different objects in different colors. And they would ask him, Alex, how many green blocks are there? And he would tell them exactly the number of the green blocks. So that showed that he understood what a block is and what the color green is.
Yeah.
And he counted them.
And understood numbers.
Yeah.
You can count.
Yeah.
숫자까지도 셀 수 있는. 사실 if you talk about a gorilla, 너무나 인간이랑 비슷한 점도 많기 때문에 그렇게 막 놀랍진 않거든요. To a certain extent. I mean, wanting to have a baby and communicating that, I mean, Coco is just incredible. But for a bird, 뇌가 얼마나 크길래.
맞아요.
I mean, how tiny is their brain?
호두만한 뇌인데.
Less, you know, it's incredible. 피디님께서도 새머리라고 하면은 놀림 당하는 그런 느낌도 하니까. 근데 또 놀리면 또 안 되겠어요. 왜냐면 또
그쵸. 엄청 똑똑해요.
똑똑하니까. Oh my gosh, this 앵무새. 그러면 진짜로 이 벽돌은 뭐로 만들어졌어? 뭐 어떤 벽돌이 더 커? 뭐 몇 개나 있어? 막 그런 질문 답할 수 있는 게 대단하네요. 그러니까 더 슬픈 거죠.
Yeah.
31살.
Yeah.
제 나이네요.
Oh, yeah. But he could do even way more than that. So, for example, when he wanted to go back to his cage, he would say, want to go back.
Oh, in English.
In
Obviously
English.
spoke English.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then when his caregiver like showed some irritation or like seemed frustrated, he would be like, I'm sorry. And
Sympathetic.
then every day before going to bed, like they had like this nighttime routine. And every day before going to bed, he would say, see you tomorrow. Love you.
No. And it was the last time.
It was the last thing you said to her. My heart.
심지어 굿밤. 굿나잇 내일 봐. 그런 식으로 사랑해까지도 했는 알렉스가. 그러면은 이 연구 마치 사람처럼 앵무새도 자신에게 주어진 과제가 너무 쉬우면 지루해한다는 것도 발견했다고 하네요.
Right. So the experiments showed that just like humans, parrots or animals in general also get bored when the tasks are too easy. So Pepperbird actually had to develop new training methods.
Wow.
So she would create games in which Alex could compete with other humans or other parrots.
Wow.
So it would be more fun for him.
Wants to play. That's all Alex wanted to do. To learn and play. Well, we're leaving on a sad note, but such an impressive species indeed. That brings us to the answer. Forget the number, but of course, the smartest.
Number 3.
Number 3. The parrot, smarter than a 5-year-old kid. Well, there you go. 덕분에 너무 즐거운 시간을 배워봤습니다. Kady님, we'll have to see you again next week.
다음에 봐요.
다음 주에 뵈고요. We'll leave you guys with our last song, Jessie, 인생은 즐거워. 여러분, 내일 봬요.